Let's go, guys. The last day of the week, fam. We're almost there. Hope you're ready for some adventures. We're gonna have a quick entry today. I can see it already. Could be in a couple of minutes already. So get your MetaTrader up, your trading view right. Set everything up here because it might be a quick entry before the 4-hour closure. Hope you're doing well. Hope life is treating you well. Hope you're doing some backtesting. Hope you're putting in the work. Hope you have downloaded the ebook. If not, you know where to find it. It's free. The printable version is right there as well. Let's make it happen. LTA. The confirmations are crazy. The backtesting results from the people are insane. It's time to get back to work, fam. Hope you guys are ready for another session. Let's make it happen. All right. Yes. Good to see you guys. All right. Let's see what we have in the building with us. And yeah, man, a quick potential setup here already. All right, so for the early birds today, fantastic stuff. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, okay? Let's see what we have here. I see Grant, Steve, Lord Blanket, Striker, G, Adrenian, Lee, Snowfall, Mondo, my man is back. Good to see you, man. Rada. Kuman, yes. King J, Candle Slanger is here. Buki, Mustafa, Li Yang Long, Sarmat, nice, Dre, Rafal, Ravi, Elena. Man, we're all crushing it, man. We're all just crushing it right now at the moment. I'm very proud of you guys. Very, very proud of you guys. Make sure you smash up that like button right now. Let's make it happen here. All right. Thank you so much for the support. Absolutely mind-blowing. This week was crazy. Last week was crazy. The week before that was crazy. But it's getting crazier every single day. Okay. I'm not going to waste your time here. All right. We talked about it yesterday already. I see setup. Quickly. So, number one. Yesterday, of course, we couldn't break the previous daily value high. It kept bouncing off of it. It just was unable to break it over and over and over again here. Matter of fact, we created a W formation. We broke out of it. I said, if we break above the fixed BUC, who remembers it yesterday? If you do remember it, type in a yes, okay? We saw that retest, we saw that expansion. Actually, entry model 1 was already here, to be really honest with you. But there's still trade potential right now at this particular moment, okay? Like I said, the target 2397, 2400. Could be on a Friday here, okay? So what we're seeing right now is that we break above the previous daily value high as well. And that we also are right now currently holding above it, okay? So at this particular moment, fam, gonna be really honest with you guys, there is a chance of a trade setup, okay? When we smash the highs here, break above it, stop loss below the low, and we target the highs. It's gonna be a 1-to-1 setup, okay? Stop loss below the structure, the formation here, okay? And we target, of course, the 2400 in this case right there, okay? So if you see that breakout here, right now, this particular moment, I do see us taking a long still. It's still a potential long setup towards the upside here, targeting the fixed value area high, but most importantly, the manipulation of that high, of course, okay? We're creating higher highs and higher lows on a bigger scale. We're still pushing up here. We're still following the trend. So what we're seeing right now is that we're currently looking to take out that high, of course. So if you break and flip, I'm still looking at that continuation play here. Risk to reward is a little bit lower, of course, because the entry model initially was there. But the good thing about this trade is still the fact that we're holding above the previous daily value area high right now as well. And that means that we're kind of looking solid around that move, a 100 pip move. Potentially stop loss below the lows, okay? That makes the most sense right there. So initially that entry was here. All right, but now you also have that break above and that retest. So that retest should turn into a flip. That flip should return into an entry. That entry should give us a continuation push. That's what we're looking for, okay? Dollar, 6 p.m., potential reversal here. Is starting to look a little bit weaker. If we gain back the momentum, we will find our way through it here. But the most important thing that we're looking for right now is that next potential candle flip scenario here. That candle flip scenario is potentially where we take our trade long and then looking for that continuation play, okay? So initially, what we see here was, of course, that double wick confirmation. So like I said before, previous daily value high is now called the yearly previous daily value high because it was from a Monday. We couldn't break it. We held above it. That gave us the breakout back above the fixed POC, that important level. And the previous daily POC now, that's a small tunnel. We retested that tunnel. We closed 1, 2, 3 hour candles. The third candle was that break. That break was that entry initially. Okay. The fact that we're now still holding above the previous daily value high is fantastic. So it's still potentially worth it here. Okay. I know that there is a 4 hour here. I know that we have a 4 hour closure. But we need to hold above the previous daily value high. And if that happens, there is just a big chance of a continuation push. It is what it is. If we come down now, fantastic, no trade setup. We can always look back when we're coming back towards these ranges and see from there. Okay. Then we have the 4 hour closure. Then we can reconsider our entry and all of that stuff here. So yeah, potential scenario. I think the fixed value high and that overall trend is still looking strong. And even when the dollar was pushing up significantly here, gold did not flinch. All right, gold stayed strong, stayed pushing up here. Again, the only thing that could, potentially screw us is, let's say, means that it's Friday. Friday, could see these type of manipulations here. But yeah, I mean, all the confirmations are there. So if the confirmations are there, then yeah, for me, that's worth an entry, fam. For me, that's worth an entry. Breaking the flipping, so breaking a wick, and then just looking for that continuation push, and then just target a 1-to-1 on average here. It's gonna be a little bit less than a 1-to-1 because we have 1 TP point here. But yeah, that's what I saw. Talk about these averages. These averages are gonna come sometimes. Okay, it's still worth it. It's still a nice possibility here. Looking for that continuation squeeze here. Okay. If within, let's say, 15 minutes from now, we are not in a trade, 4 hour closure is important, all right? The 4 hour closure is going to be a must. So in this case right here, we still have a chance of entering before that flip. Before that 4 hour closure, if we manage to get into our trade within the next 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Okay, that's what I'm looking for right now at this particular moment. Okay, I think that's kind of important here. Okay, matter of fact, yeah, you guys say 30 minutes. You guys are very sharp. The ideal confirmation is going to be indeed, and on the other hand, is just a double wick confirmation followed by the third entry model as well, breaking that same structure. Okay. If you say, I want to risk it and I want to put my stop loss below here and I want to target the highs here, possibility, okay? But do take consideration that if you take the trade before the 4 hour closure, you want to have a little bit of breathing room in that manner, okay? If there was no 4 hour closure, I would say yes. Stop goes right there. And when that third candle flips and then that continuation pushes. But it is the 4-hour closure that you have to take consideration here. So yeah, that's kind of that move. That could be a 100 pip move, fam. It could be a 100 pip move because we want to take out the highs here. And if that does not happen, yeah, then anyways, and it starts to really be annoying around the fixed value or high, we just close it. We just close the trade right there, okay? And we look for a reaction of that key level once again. But most importantly, at some point you could say, okay, you know, we have been building now the structures. We have created that formation here. We've been consolidating for a while. We broke out of that consolidation. We're retesting and we broke again. And now we're holding again above that key level. It looks good. It looks solid. It's worth the trade. Worth it. Okay. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. If you flip it, fantastic. And yeah, if the 30-minute candle closes above it, fantastic. Okay, that's what you want to see. Then the third candle can give us that wick, and then you have kind of a second entry model 1 on the 30-minute time frame as well here. Type in a yes if that makes sense. All right. And yeah, man, thank you for being on time here, because sometimes you can see if a trade occurs, it could happen in a second. And if you fall down, no trade. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. So yeah, just in case, I'm gonna make sure that I have my things set up, you know, already, you know, a little bit. Yeah, the 2400, the break of that flip, $2,000 risk. TP1? No TP1. Where's that coming from? All right, I don't know what happened here. You see, I need to figure this shit out. Anyways, that's not a TP1, fam. Just so you know, and I put like $1.96 as a TP1. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know what's happening around there. Okay. How do I delete that? Maybe I can find a way. Maybe I can find a way to delete that. There we go. No. Ah, there we go. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Fantastic. Cool. Yeah. Hello, as yesterday it was a win. I mean, we went into some profits. We ended up break even, and it was a really good decision because price came down after that. There was just no volume, like very low volume, no follow through, relatively boring market overall yesterday. It was the day after the CPI. I mean, we tried our best. Some guys made 35 pips in our private group with that same trade, but I saw the bigger potential, so I was like, you know what? It's not worth taking profits yet, and we broke even. So yeah, that was yesterday. The day before was pretty nice. The day before was good, and the day before that was solid as well here. So yeah, overall good day, good week. Let's crush it now. Break even means zero. Yeah, zero. Yeah. Managing your risk, making sure you don't lose, and it was a good decision because price came down after that. You can tell. You can just tell that sometimes there is no follow through. You don't want to be in a rush. You don't want to be like, wow, I'm gonna enter, I'm gonna close it right away. Sometimes yes, most of the time just see where it can take you a little bit, and we gave it enough time. All right, closure is above the previous daily failure high. Yeah, closure is above the failure high. So that's our trade, fam. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it. this time before the 4 hour closure, you understand why. All right, the entry model 1 already occurred on the 1 hour before. We're creating a W formation. The trend is up. We have a lot of confirmations there. So it's worth a trade before. And now you see the same entry model occurring on the lower, on the 30 minute time frame here. Okay. So there we go. Order is set. 2390.8. Up to you to decide if you want to take that risk by putting your stop loss underneath that entry model 1 on the 30 minute. But I'm telling you, it's the 4 hour closure. So that's what I'm trying to avoid here. A little bit, okay? Trying to avoid that a bit. Just in case, if you know what I mean. So yeah. .8. Yeah, there we go, fam. Let's see if we can take it to the 2400, geez. The 2400 today. Okay. And if you come down, yeah, then no entry. So that's a buy stop. All right. That means that if price pushes up, we get triggered into our position looking for continuation. All right. We call this a stop order. All right. Snowva says, I have a question, bro. I know that you just discovered it. By any chance, will include the full volume footprint and LTA concept? Absolutely. There is so much more to share. I just don't want to start out too wild, too crazy. We have a whole year, fam. We have a whole year to work together, to improve step by step. Right? Whenever I started boxing, I started with technique over and over again. Boring months, part of the game. Part of the game. He said it's gonna be boring for a couple months. And it was. No, it was actually not boring at all. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. But anyways, you know, step by step. So in case we push up, you know, at some point right here, we're going to secure ourselves. And then, yeah, if we get that follow through, fantastic. Okay. Why close the trade at 1 hour when it can be a 2 hour? Because you have 2 security layers right here. Number 1. The 4 hour closure. Number 2. Right? The 4 hour candle closure is coming. So what happens? Well, maybe the 4 hour closes, it sets in a bottom wick, you get stopped out and price reverse. So if we didn't have the 4 hour closure, I would say stop loss below the lows. 4 hour closure, we do it a little bit different here. Okay. So yeah, that's the main reason. Okay. Do you guys understand the trade? Let me know. Same from yesterday. Okay. Retest, same confirmation, 30. Clear entry models. Lopez says I'm in already. We have not broken the highs yet. Manda says I'm waiting for the new version of entries 4, 5, 6, what you told us before. Yeah, it's coming also. Quick question. Who has backtested the entry models for now? And the key levels for now? Abdullah says, I already take this. Yeah. Like I said, it's the break. It's the buy stop. All right. It's important, man. You want to break the previous high. You want to break that candle. You want to. Beautiful. Okay, a lot of you guys are backtesting it. Fantastic. Yeah. Lorenzo, do you play cricket? No. No. I'm not looking for sells. The reason why I'm not looking for sells is because number one, I wanted to see a closure below the previous daily very high, if that was the case. Matter of fact, I'm actually much more confident to take the sells from here to there. Okay, which is like a 65 pip move, potentially then swiping the lows, right? So also 100 pip move to the downside. So it's kind of like, you know, this is for me kind of like the no trading zone. This right here is kind of like the no trading zone. This is for me the buys here, and this, based upon confirmations from there, is for me the potential sells here. All right, and then of course taking out the lows for you know, for a reason. And then yeah. Manda says, I did it at NT1 and 3, but didn't test 2 yet. And all is amazing, mixed with comfortable. Mixed with comfortable. It's something I didn't get before. Nice. Yeah. A beautiful, man. Yeah, the more you come down now, and if you then break the highs, the better it's going to be for us, to be really honest with you. The longer the wick, the better it's going to be, okay? But it's important that you break the highs here. So front running sometimes works, most of the time does not work, okay? It's the break that matters. Good thing though, the only thing that we were talking about here is that initial move. Yeah, from that break right there. So, yeah. Let me set it, not in, yeah, just for, you know, to be sure here for you guys, so you understand why. Why is gold not yet moving 100 pips until this week? Well, I think we got like 160 pips in our last, you know, on CPI, right? That's the average. So it was, I think it was a, I don't know, it was a big move. It was a big move. Samat says, brother, I'm doing back testing and results are amazing. Incredible, my G. Incredible. Keep it up, bro. Incredible. So yeah, yesterday we said that if price holds above the previous daily value high, which it did, and it breaks above the fixed POC, you see that that's like, you know, your level. The previous daily POC became relevant later. It was not relevant yet yesterday, but it actually gives you that double confirmation. And what happened was that, yeah, that was an expansion, right? It was an expansion to the upside here from that retest. So that was a trade also on the lower time frame right there. There are a couple of really good opportunities, fam, during London, especially. How are you not in 2390 was it? So my entry is 2390.8, and you can see clearly it has not even broken the wick, right? And our entry is even above it slightly. It's like there. Our entry is here. Like our entry is like there. That's our entry. So it's definitely enough space. But if this flips bullish, fam, if this flips bullish, it's only better. It's only better. I've been training for 2 years in demo, and Monday I will open my first live account at 17 years old. Well, nice, congratulations. If you have, if your parents allow it. Congratulations, my friend. It's gonna be a nice journey. Don't risk too much. Don't think that, you know, you found the jackpot. Keep it tight and build out your spreadsheet. That's all I can say. Build out your data first and start scaling your risk after. Man, 17, think about that. You can crush it if you are consistent, bro. If you stay consistent, full of energy, ignore your friends, partying, this, that's boring. Partying at 17-year-olds, what are you gonna do? It's boring. That's not partying, bro. That's kindergarten. All right, so forget about partying at 17. Make some real G's. Become a wise young man and enjoy your life later on. All right, that's the plan. It's worth every penny. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You speak German? No. No. Ein bisschen. Ich kann das verstehen, ja, aber ich sprechen, no. Okay. Dit could be a nice breakout, fam. This could be a nice breakout. This could be a nice breakout. We're in. We're in. Yeah, not a breakout. You're right. Not a breakout. A break of the wick. A wick break. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Indeed. Indeed, a wick break. Our stops are beneath the lows. Not beneath the lows here, okay? Just so you know. Before our closure. How do I get those horizontal lines for the Sunday Open fixed POC? Horizontal lines for the Sunday Open. The Sunday Open is an indicator that we utilize. All right, it's the limitless LTA concept session breaks Sunday Open indicator. It's specially for you created, my friend. Okay. It's right there. Begin here. LT indicator. Click on it. Get it. It's a free indicator, huh? All right. It's a free indicator. And the other levels are the fixes of our profile. That's the volume analysis we utilize. Our key levels we utilize. And you see it over and over and over again. Previous daily value area high. Fixed POC. Previous daily value, previous daily POC. Previous daily value area high. You see that? Volume analysis, all right? We call LTA concepts confidence, data, and clarity. Confidence, data, and clarity. CDC, all right? Confidence, data, and clarity. That's where we base our entries on. That's where we base our system on, all right? No need to be a little crybaby when we lose. Following a system. Come on, push. Hope this rocket to 2400. Yeah. Well, first the 2397. That's the first level to really think about. Of course, that's the fixed value area high. But what you want is, of course, you want to take out the highs, right? You want to manipulate and continue to take out these highs. So, you know, that's the end target, you could say. Okay. It's kind of like the end target, you could say. Nice. Nice. Show some follow through. If you break that level, it's pretty done. It's pretty over. Silver going crazy too. Yeah, I'm going to talk about silver in a second after this trade. I'm going to talk about silver. I'll show you something cool. I'm going to show you something awesome. After silver. Because there's a very interesting thing happening right now with silver, by the way. All right? If you like to trade gold, then you're gonna like to trade silver soon. Might be weird, but it's a fact. It's a reality. We'll talk about it. Dollar is slowing down, that's good. We want to see that. We want to see the dollar weakening. The 4-hour closure is coming along here, so be aware of that, all right? That's our only risk. It's that 4-hour closure. That's the only risk we have. But the entry models, again, on the 30 here, on the 1 hour here, the W formation here, the overall trend up here, the time of the market right now, the volume that's coming in there. Like, there are a lot of like good signs. It's a super valid trade. Let me add it in. Yeah. Yeah. Take some profits here. TP1, man. TP1. TP1. Boom. Now what you do? Now you took out some profits. So now your stop loss goes. We have the 4-hour closure, yeah? Put it below here on the lower time from the 1 minute. 2389.83. You still make a little bit of money here. Nothing too fancy, but it gives us at least a low to work with. Okay? You're secured. You're secured the 4-hour. Okay? If you end up breaking it, small trade, small profit. Nothing really too, too fancy. But it's the 4-hour closure, so this is what I wanted. I wanted to get in before the 4-hour, because when the 4-hour comes and I can secure myself before, you have a kind of a no-risk trade with a little bit of profits, with more upside potential. More upside potential. So even if it's a small win, it's a win. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. All right? So my stop is trailed to 2389.8. In profit. All right? Net. Let it go. Now it's the push. Let's go. That feels good, you know? That feels good before the 4-hour closure, because now we're kind of like chilling here. If you want to take profits here. I don't know what your trade management is like. I have no control over that one. I have my thing, all right? But yeah, that's a good start of the stream. We're not done yet, but yeah, it's a good start. Nice break. Nice break. Now follow through. So this was actually really nice. The fact that we swiped the lows and we broke the highs was actually even better. The fact that we did that. So if you can now put our stop there, then yeah, it's you know, somewhat around that exact level. So yeah. So whatever happens, it's a W today. Unless yeah, we're getting into the next one potentially still. Let's see. The 4-hour closure. Like I said before, there are random occurrences when we trade before the 4-hour closure. It's very rare, and it has to really make sense. Otherwise, it's not a given. All right, it's not always the case that we trade before the 4-hour candle closure. But because we will close the 4-hour, we still have a 3-hour window, right? To look for opportunities as well. So yeah. Simple. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Lorenzo, I can't take partial profit. Do you think it's better to take a little profit or to set it break even and wait a bit more? Yeah, I don't like to put a break even right away. Look at the structure. If I would break this even right on the 1 minute now, like, I mean, the entry, if I would put my stop loss to my entry, because we are already in profit, regardless if we get hit here. If we push here, right, and we just bounce from it, we get triggered, we get exited out of our position. But in this case, it has to break back the lows. You know, at least it gives you a little bit of room. A little bit. Nothing too crazy, it's still tight, but at least you have these lows to potentially protect you from. In case it bounces from it, right? And especially with the 4-hour closure. If there was no 4-hour closure, I would have been a bit more aggressive. I would have put my stop a little bit lower still, just so you know that. But that's, you know, that's trade management. That's the 4-hour. That's how the game works there. Okay. Silver is on steroids. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about silver. I'm gonna show you a really awesome trick. A really awesome trick to tell you exactly why we are also gonna start focusing on silver. I'm not joking. We will focus on silver. If one thing happens, we will focus on silver. Boom, though. Wow, damn, fam. Woohoo! 3 minutes before the 4-hour closure. That's a wild one. Damn, that's a 30, okay, 35, 30, 36. Yeah, so we slowly scale our stop, right? And now, look at what happened here on the 1 minute. What do we have here? New lows. New lows. You see that? So now, stop loss goes below the wick. 2391.6. Sorry, 2391.5. There we go. Stop in profit. You now scale your stop in profit right there. All right, so now it is 22.5. That's like right here. All right. And now you take profit 1, TP 1 plus your stop is in profit. All right. Drilled to 2391.5 in profit. Right there. All right. Yeah, man. That's the Friday for you. That's why there are exemptions for trading before the 4-hour closure, right? The exemption does not make the rules sometimes. That's the reality here. We closed the 4 hours strong. There we go. Ah, too bad. I wish we opened bearish. To be really honest with you guys. Because we have now no bottom wick here. We're still pushing. I'm gonna get out, fam. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. I'm out. 30-minute candle open bearish. We could still fly, but this could easily be a move down, and the amount of money we made here was just a really clean amount of money. It was just really good. Yeah. If we flip this bearish, we're gonna get stopped out, and you know, we turned out like now you make an extra $500 on top of your initial profit taking. If we created this small bottom wick here, I would have stayed in, of course, obviously, right? I would have stayed in. I would have stayed in. So yeah. Congrats, fam. Congrats. Congrats. LTA. We need a winning song now. We're gonna create a winning song, a song that we utilize when we win. Let me think about which song it's gonna be. We're gonna also have a losing. No, joke. We're gonna have a winning song because we're winners. We are winners. So let me think about something. Yeah, I still like potentially this one. Let me see. Yeah, it's still this one. Next trade coming? Question mark. Give me one moment. That song is also sick. Let's get back to work. We call this a textbook setup. A textbook LTA setup right here in front of your eyes. Right now, fixed value area high is gonna be a rejection. But what did I say? If you continue to push here, manipulation of these highs. Right? You tap into that same level, but we have the manipulation of these highs. That's important. That's very, very, very important. Very important. All right? Nice. Okay. Good start of the stream, fam. Nice W for you guys. Did you guys get the entry or understand the entry model? Let me know if you don't understand it. Make sure you download the ebook. Super important right here. It's free. 74 pages. If you go to page 50, then this was the exact entry that we just have witnessed right now, okay? Page 50, right here, double wick confirmation in a key level, previous daily value high, break above, structure looking solid, break of that candle, continuation, all right? Don't always think about the reversals, can also lead into continuations. It's not only the reversals, right? So very important, okay? Now, yeah, the fixed value area high, man. Now it gets interesting. Okay? Can you take a look at the traders chat on Discord and see how much amazing LTA is killing it? Let's check it out. Let's start with the traders chat here. Let's see if the traders chat is on fire a little bit. Oh yeah. Nice, clean, fam. LTA wins. Let's check out the LTA wins real quick. All right, let's check it out. The guys are in the trading floor active in our VIP. It's beautiful to see here. Okay. Let's see what we have. Beautiful, guys. Keep it up, man. Putting in the work. Amazing, amazing. Elena says, eventually got my back on oil too with a clean entry on the 10-minute after missing out this morning opportunities. One thing that I noticed in oil, that you really have to spot on with your entries. Blink and you miss it. All right. Final TP hit. Nice. Congrats. Johnny, LTA, 93% win rate. Last couple of weeks, breaking out of the retrace. With proof, LTA is changing my life. One of our OGs here. Beautiful. Euro, Australian dollar, entry model 1. Clean. Mula took the trade with us live. Congratulations, Mula, my man. Crushing it, all right? Amazing, amazing. This is why I wake up and look at the charts. Always opportunities. Thank you, Elena, Sophie, for giving me interest in oil. Thank you, Lorenzo. LTA is just on a level. So much to learn, improve upon. You guys deserve all the praise. Previous week very high, enter model 1. Awesome job, my friend. Awesome job. Yeah, beautiful, man. Keep it up here. Would you explain why you closed the trade? Yeah. So I closed it around here. The reason why, for me personally, was look at this 30-minute candle. The 30 minutes shoot up. We are, and you have to also look a little bit to the right here. All right. It came back towards this top. Right, it manipulated this high, this particular high right here. Now, what tends to happen is, okay, yeah, our stop loss was trilled, right? But if you start flipping this bearish, big continuation push, aggressive push down, we get stopped out, boom. You know, it's like, you know, easy $600 more for me personally when closing this position here overall. It doesn't happen all the time, right? But in this case, it was a valid trade, beautiful entry, made plenty more than enough than I needed in this case here. Very minimum drawdown, overall great execution. This is where we go for it. Yeah, it keeps going though. It can happen. All right, fantastic. Well, some of you guys holding it, the 2400, the manipulation highs. That's trade management, okay? Beautiful. Dollar flipping bearish, that's important. I said in our group, at 6 p.m. we most likely see reversal for the dollar. especially on a Friday when you see, you know, price pushing up during the day here, during London and Asia here, and then tapping into that, into a very important key level around 6 p.m. And it's only going to help, you know, driving gold up. All right, driving the gold price up right here. So yeah, take that win, fam. Take it, and let's edit and let's do our analysis one more time here. Wow, this is pretty mind blowing, to be honest. Let me quickly do my thing here. Win streak is still alive. Ten wins. 10 wins, 0 losses. 10 wins, 0 losses. Nice. Following the LTA concepts. That's rare, by the way, fam. Don't think this is normal. Okay. Well, it is pretty wild, but it's you know, it's not normal. Okay. Losses are part of the game. There's nothing wrong with losses. Whatsoever. Alright, I'll take that one. So, trade. What was this trade setup like? Volume. Volume is king. Price couldn't break the value high here. I said yesterday, right? Consolidation here, we're going to probably consolidate. We did that. I said the moment we break above the fixed PVC, we reclaim the fixed PVC. Retest, entry possibility. What's your first entry possibility? After that, we broke above the previous daily value high. Right? The previous day, volume. So all the volume traded yesterday, giving you 3 levels. The very low, POC, the very high. We talked about this a lot, right? The castle. The retest of that very high here, in that swipe of liquidity here, with that break, is your entry. Clear entry model 1, targeting the manipulation of these highs right there, initially. Okay? Can I buy now? No, because yeah, this is pretty wild though. Not gonna lie. All right, 111 pips. But I'm very proud of you guys, man. Let me know what the results are here in the chat, please. Keep me updated. Let me check out the chat here. And let's make sure you smash up that like button right here. All right, we have 924 likes. We should be already way over the 1,000 right now. Especially with the start on this stream here. 3,000 people watching. A nice big fat candle to the upside here. All right, we should be already way over the 1,000 likes. Let me see real quick. Utana says W, nice. Semla says hit TP $600. Michael says $425. Andre says $500. Asset says $12. $790. $18. $250. $6,890. The big G. Damn. $440. 200. Nice. Congrats. Keep it up, fam. Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. All right. Okay, so let me show you something cool. All right, and then like gold now has to chill a little bit if you want to look for new entries, because this is in the middle of nowhere. There is no way we are able now to look for new entries yet. All right, we have to wait for price to retrace. You know, potentially then flip this in support, look for continuation, something like that. Could also be a manipulation, right? And then reverse down. You know, it's Friday, so I'm always, you know, aware of that as well. But let me show you something. Because we're all here to make some money. We're also all here to learn. This is important. I'm gonna show you something cool. This is gold, right? So we have gold right here. Gold right there. Silver right there. Right? Going crazy silver, by the way. And to Model 3. Also. Just so you know. Okay? We manipulate the lows. We consolidate, manipulate the lows. This was the high that created the low. We were waiting for that high to be broken. Stop loss below the low. Where did we bounce from, fam? Let me know in the chat. Where did we bounce from? And then I'm going to show you something really interesting. Current weekly very high. It's Friday. Right? We have now 4 trading days. 4 trading days right here traded. We utilize that. Because this is most likely going to be our previous weekly very high as well. Around that. We opened. We tapped into the very high. Right? We had that consolidation yesterday. We're waiting for the break. The break was a trade entry model 3. Okay. Entry model 3 here on page number 52. Page number 52 right there. Consolidation and that expansion. 52, 53. Also another setup right there. Okay. Anyways, let me show you something. Because this is absolutely important. We're going to potentially trade silver in the next coming weeks, and I'll tell you why that is. Silver broke for now our monthly highs here. We're talking about the 2020 highs. Massive highs. If you close with this monthly candle above it, silver is going to make a major run. From both fundamentals perspective, silver is extremely bullish, very scarce, very manipulated. Okay? If we manage to close above this key level, then pay very close attention to silver because it's going to absolutely go crazy. Now, let me show you something very interesting here. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's an entry model 1 for you right there, fam. Holy moly. Okay, anyways. You're going to do this. So, I believe it's this one, right? Plus. You type in plus. Okay? Plus, bracket, gold. You're gonna see something cool. Plus, bracket, gold. You click on gold. Divide it, right? Divide it by silver. All right? Right there. You remove the plus. You place another bracket. Look what you get. Huh? What is this? This is gold against the silver chart. You see exactly how gold is performing against silver on this chart right here. Okay? Both on a Wanda. Gold versus silver. Not gold versus the dollar. No, it's gold versus silver. What do we see here? Major weekly breakdown. Alright? Closing this weekly candle below this. You know what is going to happen? Gold is going to lose a lot of traction against silver. So if you see a fantastic gold entry, a really solid gold entry, you bet you're going to pay attention to silver, because it could be that silver outperforms gold. More pips, same trade setup, same entry models. All right? Gold is absolutely getting crushed by silver when we break down and look for continuation, because if that happens, we're going to really collapse here. And that means that gold will lose its momentum against silver, and that's why silver could provide you with amazing clean opportunities as well here. Yeah. There we go. Just so you know. A little trick in the books here, all right? This is how you measure gold against silver, the Nasdaq against the Dow Jones, the Nasdaq against the US 500, the S&P, whatever, right? You measure these particular momentums here, especially if it's in the same niche, right? Gold versus silver, gold versus whatever, platinum, whatever you trade. It's the relative strength of both of these pairs indeed. Yeah, man. So yeah, let's chill a little bit with gold here. All right, 9:30. 9:30, and then yeah, we have exactly what we need, fam. We have exactly what we need. Potential New York Open here. Yeah, we're in all-time high territory right now, so be aware of that. Okay, we need to chill out a little bit with gold. No way you're gonna buy here, and there is in many cases no way you're gonna sell randomly. Okay, that would not be that smart here. Let me look at a couple of key levels from the highs here quickly. Okay, because we're pushing here. The only highs that we have is that, right? So let me quickly go back and let's go to like potential levels all the way back here on the, yeah, let's start on the 1 hour. Sorry, 30 minutes. Yeah, I think that's where we are now, right? We're now back at this initial top. Let me see if there's somewhat of a swing here. Top, bottom, right there. No. 24, yeah, 24.0, yeah, 24.10. Anyways, I would prefer a retest. I would prefer a retest, okay? And then looking for that continuation right here. All right. Textbook trade. I'm very proud of you guys. Beautiful. If we waited for that 4-hour closure, fam, we would have been too late with our entry. So you see sometimes where it makes sense. All right. When the structure aligns, when you have a super clean stop loss, even if the 4-hour closes and you're willing to take the risk because you still have 2 major levels protecting you from potential liquidation or stop loss, right? So sometimes entering before the 4-hour closure is incredible, but we tend to look for the 4-hour closure. It's still our standard, okay? It's still our standard because there are many scenarios where the 4-hour flips bearish 20 minutes before it closes, and bye-bye. It happens. So, you know, when our stop loss is here and it's like there's enough room, you come down, you might bounce from here, you still hold up, you come back, you break even on your trade. All right, that's kind of the mindset, or you reduce your risk tremendously if that happens. So you had some room to work with. The 4-hour closure, if I would, let's say right now, enter on the break here, right? First of all, no bottom wick. So you want to avoid that because you break, you flip, and you come down. In this case, you kept going. But initially, we knew that our major resistance level initially was at 23.97. So your risk to reward is going to get very nasty right there. It will be like a 0.4, 0.3 risk to reward. Yeah, the same trade, but yeah, you know, your stop loss now is much higher. Okay, so yeah, silver, man, it's an whole other layer. Now let's check out just the indices real quick. I just want to make sure that we have this covered because we had a potential entry model 3 on the Nasdaq. Now the New York Stock Exchange has just opened up. This could still be a scenario. Why? Because we're in a tunnel. And we're getting rejected from. Let me know if you guys can see it. Where do we get rejected from? Let me know if you guys can see it. The Nasdaq is currently getting rejected from the previous daily value area hello, right? The tunnel. Right here. So that's what we're now seeing. We're seeing that rejection right there, the previous daily value area low. Yesterday's range. It's still holding up. I don't like these stops, so I would love to see a little bit of bigger wicks like that to the downside. To be really honest with you. Yesterday's trade, right? We manipulated the lows. We entered there on the break. It came up. It came down. It came up. It didn't have the push. We were unable to break these internal highs. We closed our position on on a 0 loss, 0 win right there. Then after that, it came down. It took out the lows again. So it's really good that we managed our trade there and that we didn't, held it open for, the next hours late, before actually the daily candle closure. Yeah, let's see how this develops, because it's not convincing enough to me this particular moment when it comes down to the Nasdaq. Now the US 30, let's quickly check the US 30. Yeah, so the US 30 is, like I said before, much stronger. We're holding above the current weekly value high. Also, right? The 4 days of trading. We draw the volume profile from the left to the right. So from the Monday to the Thursday closure. The current weekly value high is currently holding. This is more bullish to me. The reason why is because you see this. You come down, you come up. Right, initial break. Could have been already in an entry. You would now be in potential drawdown. But if you flip this and you create a strong bottom wick here, specifically on the 1 hour, not on the 30-minute, but on the 1 hour time frame, then it's worth it an entry. Stop loss there, entry there, stop loss below. What are we targeting? The highs. It's still a potential scenario. So the US 30 is much more clean than the Nasdaq, based on what I'm currently seeing here. Because the structure is holding, the current weekly value high is holding. If you then manage to flip it and you bounce, let's say from this low, or you tap into the value high one more time and you bounce it before the hourly closes, that's our next trade. That's our next entry. It's worth to take it. So yeah, potentially in a trade setup. Now, I want to confirm this with one more chart, and that is the VIX. We're holding above some support now, so do take that in consideration. So be aware of that. Be aware of that, okay? So it's gonna be a half risk trade. 50% of what we usually risk, because it's Friday. Yeah, many different occurrences. Okay, so yeah, let's keep this chart open. Let's see how it goes. Maybe we have a new entry right there at that break, and then potentially looking for a confirmation here. I think it's gonna be a good Friday, fam. It's already a good Friday. Okay, it is already a good Friday. We're not gonna get too greedy, but maybe we'll see if there's some more potential. I'm actually so happy, man. Not just because we win, because yeah, that's a given. But that because, but because guys are implementing it now, are, coming up with results, backtesting it seriously, taking trades with us, executing, entering the live trading floor, the LTA trading floor right now, which is currently closed for new members. We're going to open up at the end of the month. We're creating a movement, fam. We're creating something special here. I hope you can see that. It's, yeah, what can I say, man? It was worth every single stream for the last 2 years. The grind, the testing new things, failing, trying again, failing. Met people also, right? You meet a lot of people, people come, people go at the beginning, right? People try to take advantage, some people not, some people are loyal, but things don't work out. That's all part of the journey. But in the end, there is only one way, and that's up. Literally right now. Oh, damn. Very, very volatile. Very volatile here. Very volatile. Quick up, quick down. Closure. Yeah, closure. Closure above. New York just opened, right? So Itashim says, I was trading with SMC. Smart money concepts, Lorenzo. I took this trade against my setup. And it was awesome. All right. Steve, I'm done for the week. No trades for me anymore. Yeah, did you crush it this week, man, Steve? We had some killer trades this week so far, right? I'm very happy with it. Yeah. Why? Because it was a lot of education. A lot of things that we talked about. Yeah. Yeah, so gold is going to be super interesting because what tends to happen right now is the following. This is a typical Friday, right? And let me talk about psychology here a little bit. What tends to happen is that people know that the market is going to close in around, what, 8 hours, 9 hours from now? Let me put it correct here. 7.5 hours from now. Some of them didn't make money or are like, ah, shit, I didn't make enough money. Or some of them made a lot of money. So they're very greedy, right? They're like, yes, I'm killing it. So what tends to happen is that they're going to start forcing setups. And that forcing can come from trying to short the top, right? Trying to predict the top right now in an empty zone where nothing is where there is nothing, Fugazi land, right? So people now trying to predict the top here. Then price shoots up again, breaks it out, takes them out. Then they try again, breaks them out, right? So the only thing that we can look for now is coming down, potentially waiting for the confirmations, structures, let the volume come down a little bit, and then potentially make a new trade right here, okay? The reason why I'm saying that is because this is where people start really forcing setups now, because it's Friday. Either too greedy or either a fear of not making any money and just going with the flow here. That's why Fridays are sometimes wild, because of the fact that A lot more retail's involved here, and a lot more bigger players are closing out on their positions or are accumulating, right? So yeah, it's a typical Friday. So sometimes Fridays is pretty decent in the way of like it can just go and go and go and go. And you know, the confirmations is giving us at least somewhat of a you know, of more peace around this exact level. Okay. Hallorange, don't you think it's too dangerous for looking for a buy so high? I've seen the same thing a lot when price induces people buy as high as possible. Well, if you look at the high now, that's an 80 pip difference. Okay. If price comes down again, you know, we're talking like 170 pips, right? So it's like a massive retracement. Yeah, if we flip bearish here, I mean, yeah, it's you know, it could be, you know, it's hard to say, but the confirmation we're looking for. Yeah, the confirmation we're looking for. But the bottom wick, there is no bottom wick on a 4 hour. Yeah, it's a great point. I agree with you. But it's still okay. Is that then our only confidence? So our only confidence now is gonna be there is no bottom wick on a 4 hour, so I'm gonna short it. Okay, great. Then the next question is, okay, where am I gonna put my stop loss? Or what is my risk to reward gonna be? So yeah, I need a little bit more than that. A little bit more. Personally. Guys, could you please share your Excel sheet with us? Yeah, it's in the chat, my friend, or in the description. You go to file here, and then you click on make a copy, and then you have one for yourself. Okay. So file, make a copy, and then it should be good. It should be good. Now we're at the value area high, the fixed value area high. All right. Let's see how it responds. Just in general around this level. Okay. Because we are seeing a key level here at 23.97. We got rejected from it before, right? So if you look here on the 50-minute, this was the top. This was an entry model 1, short. Now you broke it. Now you're retesting it. So you're still retesting the top. Also. So let's see what happens here on the lower time frame. What I think is happening, personally, is that they're accumulating shorts, utilizing this to trick people. And then potentially come up. But hey, we're like no entry, no confirmation for trade here. So I'm not gonna just trade based upon that projection. I need to see clear structures, entry models, executions. The good thing is though that it can be on the lower time frame. It doesn't have to be on the 30-minute or the 1 hour or something like that. So yeah, key level, man. The fixed value area high, fam. Where does this fixed value high come from? Great question. So if you look here and you go back to this whole range, the fixed PVC is where we bounced from, right? This is how we came up. We took it, we flipped it into support, and we came up. The value area high was initial trade, short. We now, second time, closed above it. Now flipping potentially into support, looking for continuation to the upside. Still possibility. It's that whole range that we're looking for. That whole executed range right there. If we flip it, then the previous daily value highs is next again. And we'll see from there. It depends on the setup. How much of the account would you risk on a stop loss placement versus take profit? On a $200 account, I would shoot for small gains, be conservative. So, by the way, very important. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask it in the traders chat. Tag me. I'll try to answer as much as possible. Okay? I'll do my best for sure to make that happen. If it's a good question, right? About, you know, key levels or, you know, whatever the case may be. Okay? What's your strategy when it's an all-time high low? Will you wait for retracements? If there is nothing to refer back to, right? Then it depends, right? So if you close a daily candle above it and you start creating structure above, then at some point you're gonna have the information, right? So after a day of trading, you have a full range to work with that you can utilize. And if you then see something happening like an expansion, so, you know, a consolidation, an all-time high, pure consolidation here, you break above it, you start breaking below, maybe interesting, right? Potential reversal. Like there are a couple of things to look at, but that's not an entry. The entry then comes from the retest into that range and the sell off, if that makes sense. Because then you can use the fixed POC, then you can use the fixed range to determine what was traded in that range, and then you need to see a retracement, and that's an entry possibility. That's kind of what we're looking for. But again, look at this, fam. Look what happens on the 5 minutes right now. Price retraces, it came down. Shorters are gonna enter here. A lot of trapped shorters are there. Matter of fact, let's check out the footprint on the lower time frame, so you can actually see what's happening. Delta is negative, all right? Why is price not coming down? Why is price not coming down while the delta is negative? It should be coming down, right? Well, sellers are not willing to keep selling here. Delta is negative, price is coming up. Somebody's buying. Someone is buying. So the question is now, when our sellers are getting exhausted, and then that happens, the fix very high could hold here. And that's why we have our key levels, and then the footprint is the next stage where you can start looking at internal candles on the lower time frame, and then boom, you can talk about formations and candle structures. Yeah, let's see how this candle closes. That's it. And if buyers are willing to defend this level, keeping price above the fixed value high, could be on the, yeah, it's the 5 and 50 minute closure now, so you have to close above it. That's only on a Wanda. Well, let's see what futures is giving us indeed. That's a good question. That's a good point. You can check it out on futures chart as well. I will confirm that in a second here. We did close above it. We did close above it. If this one created a bottom wick and it breaks the highs, fantastic. If the reason why I would wait and not do it on a 5 minute is because of the hourly candle closure. Because if we can close an hourly candle in 14 minutes above it, then you're going to have a 15-minute entry model with the hourly closure and the hourly closure above. I think that's an incredible confirmation. So, you know, if you can still close below an hourly, it's an invalidated trade. So I think that hourly closure can help more. Four hours, no bottom wick. Yeah, I agree. We still have 3 hours though. So let's see how this goes. For now, we're holding above it. Let's start with the hourly closure and let's see from there. Maybe. But overall, big win, fam. Congratulations. Futures chart shows wick on 4 hour. Okay. Have you been ever? I've never been to Cape Town, man. No, I've never been to Cape Town. I've never been to South Africa in general. It will be cool to be there one day because, you know, number one, we speak the same language, practically the same language. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Very nice. Your stern is holding up nicely. I like it. If you close here. It really does not want to break it for now, huh? I think more sellers will enter though. I think that this might be a potential scenario where more sellers will enter. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's keep evaluating here step by step right now. If you want to manage the second trade, if price comes down, it's gonna potentially come down aggressively too. I agree. Back towards the previous daily very high again. Let me quickly confirm it with the swing. $23.92 is also a level to take consideration. 93. Is it English your first language? No. No. Dutch is my first language. I just wanted to see how we hold here. Man, the trading floor is packed. Let's see what he's looking at. Euro yen. Entry model, it's confirmation, pushback. Previous daily failure high. Previous day failure high. Oh, nice. I like this. I like this. Quickly check it out here. I like that. I like that. The retest into the opening price to weaker on the 4-hour chart, I think, 4-hour time frame. Yeah, that was a really good retest. Yeah, looks still good, strong. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Would love to see it need a little bit more of a push, but I like it. I like the 1 hour. Yeah, looks good. I like it. 8 minutes for the closure. Are we gonna manipulate that 1 hour low? Are we gonna manipulate this candle here? That's the question. You never know, man. With these closures, you never know. You never know. Daddy says there is a massive standing open interest for June futures contract expected to sell off. Thank you for sharing. I'm so excited that LTA is opening up back up. I missed it last time. Yeah, but the last time we were open for 1 hour. So yeah, that was indeed, I get it. We opened for 1 hour. I think we reopened for maybe a couple hours, but it was really short. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love this entry model, by the way. Yeah, I'm just looking quickly also for our group. This is actually looking nice. Looking really nice. The Euro yen to the upside. Previous daily failure high. All right, he's in. I think he's in. Nice. Looks solid. Looks good. So we opened the gold at 2360. We came down all the way. We came up, we retested it. We flipped it in support on a Wednesday. We had that massive trade on a Wednesday, that massive CPI trade. We came up to the fixed very high. Unfortunately, the short on a Thursday was during Asia. London was very slow. Came down very slow though. And it was very choppy here, right? A lot of consolidation. Today, we reclaimed back the range of yesterday. We had our entry and our trade here. Now, in order to really reverse it, in my opinion, I think the initial structure that we're talking about is that previous daily very high level, the 2374. Like if you start breaking below that, you know, and you set up for entries, I think shorting from there could be interesting. You're gonna get to the Sunday Open, so you have to be very careful around the 2360. But by that time, you're secured already, you know. And if you start breaking that, it's game over. So it's kind of entering before that break. But the very high is where the magic happens because it's such an important level. It has been for a while, and that's why we were holding there yesterday. So strong. Now called the early previous day. And look at this, fam. Look at that. Look at that 15-minute. 3 minutes before the hourly closure. That's no joke. It's no joke. Every single time it seems like it's bearish, and then boom, the fixed value are high, man. It does not lie. It does not lie. You're a Japanese yen. I think the fam is winning. The fam is winning. So far, so good. Yeah, this is this closure above is a big deal because it's the 1 hour. It's a double wick confirmation on the 15-minute with the 1 hour closure. The 4 hour closure is still 3 hours away. A lot can happen in that time frame, in that time span. So look at that. Very curious to see where this closes. Did he manipulate the previous candle? We did. Barely. Barely, but we did. We did indeed. It's setting up for something, fam. It's setting up for something. Man, I don't know where to pick. It's like opportunities everywhere. I don't know. It's like being in a candy shop right now. Left and right. Yeah. It's doing it, fam. It's doing it. Shorters, accumulating shorters, and then boom. It's a Friday. It's a Friday. This is not uncommon at all. Fixed very high. Key level, right? Very important level. Yes, they're winning. They're winning. They're winning. Yeah. No, but no jokes. 50-minute closure is now above once again. If we create like a steep wick below here, so that means that we manipulate the lows, for example, we come down and we flip it. And that's bullish, fam. That's bullish. Strong 1 hour closure buff. Very strong. You wanna create a steep wick, especially you know, in these conditions here, especially pushing up. If you then break it, it's a new trade. Yeah. It's a new trade here. I think that the dollar is looking, as far as what I can see, is that the dollar is looking not that good at all. We broke that previous candle. And we might be bouncing back towards the current weekly value high, towards the tunnel. And that would give you a lot more room. So that confirmation is a good confirmation. All right. Let me see. Let's see what the possibilities are here. If it's worth it. I want to see a bigger bottom wick, especially around these levels here. And I flip. And a half risk trade. In this case, because we're so high now. It's Friday. We understand the sentiment. We adjust our risk based upon the sentiment, which is completely legit. So if we come down and we flip bullish here, then one more time, then I'm entering along again. Like we said before, what tends to happen a lot is that, we just talked about it as well, is that you see then the top, right? And then you come down and it's like, for some reason, it really triggers people to go short immediately. I don't know what it is. It's that feeling of catching the top. That feeling that you sniped the top. Plus it's a Friday. It's an accumulation of your experience throughout the whole week. Maybe you're built up frustration. Maybe it is a lot of money made already before. So you're trying to maintain that. Or get even more money. And then you start entering a short when you think it's gonna happen. And then what tends to happen is that they're accumulating enough liquidity and they swipe them. And then, yeah, they're stopped out again. It happens a lot, fam. It happens a lot. I can guarantee you right now, you know, this is kind of a scenario where a lot of guys would enter shorts as well. Stop loss will be above there. Yeah, so that's the only scenario where I would take a second trade today. If you flip it stronger and we flip again. That's the only setup I would take for gold. Yeah, and dollar is not looking good at all. So that's also something that you want to take into consideration. It's not the most important in this case, but it's definitely something that you want to take in consideration. Absolutely. Yeah, so overall big week, fam. I lost $1,000 on purpose yesterday, 2 days ago. That was the only thing that was necessary. And that's something that will, it doesn't have to happen again, but it was worth every single dime. But yeah, slowly compounding scaling up our account, and after 50 trades, doubling our risk. So we're gonna go to 4% after our 50 trades are set, and we will be then at around 24 wins and 5 losses, which is actually really crazy. So we're currently sitting at an 83%. But at some point, we will break our winning streak, of course. It's not, or we're gonna maybe have a worse month, right? It's like all part of the game. That's why we take the average. The average that matters here. So yeah, looking forward really to start scaling my risk up. But I can only do that when I have the information. And I would have already done that before, because I actually have the information, but not publicly on stream. So I hope that makes sense here. So you see the whole process of starting small with smaller risk and scaling your risk throughout our journey together. You and me, this year, tracked spreadsheet, executions, increase of risk. What more do you want? You're not counting the loss? Well, the loss is tracked here. It's definitely added to the spreadsheet. But it's not added in the system. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Come on. It's not an LTA trade. That would, deflect the data. I like it. I like this. That's risk 2042. What did I say? 2411. 2412. $24.9. Yeah, okay. So you have like the 24.9 and the 24.12. These are like two potential areas where I'm like, okay, it is interesting. Stop loss below these wicks, interesting. And that flip, it is worth to take a small trade from. Half risk. Dollar is not there where I want it to be. Potentially flipping, looking for continuation. Keep in mind, stop losses are above there. So if you get there, you break even. Something like that. Something like that. The 50 minutes, we now have that wick. We can now break the highs here. If it re-breaks it, I think we can look for one more push to the upside, continuation play to the upside here. And I'm gonna, because I believe that there's still stop loss above here. The fixed value area high is holding up. And that's a key moment. That's important. That's a major confluence. The 1 hour cannot close above it. Let me look one more time. I need to look at one more chart for confirmation. Let me know. Okay, the youth. Youth is still holding up very strong. Nah. No. So the only reason why not is I think the youth is still holding up very well. We're heading into that initial closure now. Okay. We're not really seeing that follow through. It could still push up to take out the highs. I would not be surprised whatsoever. But in regards to the risk reward referring points to it, it's not worth it. Even though the entry model is there, it's just the sentiment, a lot of other layers that are coming along here right now at the moment. Okay. So let's keep our money in our pockets here. And be happy with this big win we got today again. Okay. I think that makes the most sense. I don't think we need to play with fire here. Okay. If it would have made a steeper pullback, would have been an easy one, a no-brainer. We're now holding above still our key level. We still have somewhat of an entry model. I see it, I get it. But you also have to think about the week and the money making right here. I think we've done our job here, fam, in that matter. Yeah. Yeah, man, beautiful week. Win streak still alive. We made a massive trade on a CPI 164 pips. Yeah, man. Today as well, massive, right? The 4 hour, hope you learned something from it. Okay, very important. Like I said before, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna scroll to the market one more time. But at the same time, I said like I'm gonna pick a comment right here from yesterday, okay? And, you know, of course we took a trade. You guys have seen this right now. And I said yesterday, listen, place a nice comment here, understanding what you've learned here. What is that what you've learned here? We saw a beautiful one, and there is one that's pretty nice that I wanted to show you. I'm not sure if I can see it here. All right, there we go. Okay. And that was the one from, where was that girl? There we go. See me. All right. You gave a good lesson to those impatient buy and sell, asking trades. Low key. And this is very interesting. Low key, I was one of them a few months ago. But thankfully, I found your YouTube channel. My trading started to make sense with volume and entry models. Life is amazing now. Thanks to you, Lorenzo. God bless. I was one of them. Buy and sell. Okay? So see me if you see this. Send me a message. We're going to get you into our private group. Okay? Into the LTA V3. VIP. We were V3 before. VIP. And yeah, man. We have everything in there. Okay? All the magic is there right now. Our group is growing very, very fast. And I'm not talking about the group because we're closed. I'm talking specifically about the activity, the patience, and the results are coming in right now. The results of our first group of individuals that joined us are coming in right now. So I want you to join us. Send me a message. We're going to get sorted. We're going to add you to the group right there. Okay? Fantastic. For the others, the group is going to open up at the end of the month for a short period of time. Okay? Have you learned something this week, fam? That's my question to you. Have you learned something this week? Type in a yes in the chat. That's a beautiful week. Full week of trading. I think we should just stick with our money. We took our trade early today, right at the start of the stream. So it's important that you be there at the beginning. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes we take a trade within the first 10 minutes of the stream. It is what it is, okay? That's what the market is giving us. That we cannot control, okay? So it was a big move to the upside. Incredible, okay? We call this LTA concepts right there. So I'm going to be back for you again on a Tuesday, from a Tuesday to a Friday. 4 days a week right now. Looking forward to keep crushing it with you this year. Gonna work hard on some educational content in the weekend. Something to catch up on as well. We're gonna make sure that this is gonna be released. So all in all, you know, keep crushing it together, man. Let's get some Indian vibes back. Like, I just cannot stop listening to that tune. It's so nice. So clean. Beautiful. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay. Keep winning. And keep crushing it. And keep testing it. And we're gonna get there. We're gonna take over. We're already taking over. I want you to win, fam. Great weekend. Ciao, ciao. LTA, baby.